They say that there are two things in life that you can't avoid, and that's death and taxes. So sorry, I don't mean to sound so dark, but it's a good segue into what the discussion is going to be today, which is everything that you need to know about taxes in Chester County. I'm going to cover everything from real estate taxes to school taxes, county taxes, city, town taxes, tax assessments, millage rates, and much more. More info about taxes that you probably have ever heard of. Now, I know that talking about taxes isn't very sexy or even appealing to most, but it's very important to understand how they work, so let's jump right into it. I want to start off by giving you a short breakdown of how taxes work in Chester County. There are 3 different tax rates for each home, which makes up your yearly property tax payment. They are the county tax, school tax, and the city or town tax. Of the 3 taxes, only one has the same millage rate at 4.551 mils, and that is the county tax. Now, you might be asking, what the heck is a millage rate? A millage rate is the tax rate used to calculate local property taxes. The millage rate represents the amount per every $1,000 of a property's assessed value. Assigned millage rates are applied to the total taxable value of the property in order to arrive at the property tax amount. Now let's look at county tax rates. In Chester County, the 2021 tax rate has been set at 4.551 mils, which I just mentioned earlier. The formula to calculate real property tax is as follows. You take the property assessed value, which we will talk about a little later on in this video, and you multiply it by the millage rate, and that equals the tax amount. So if you have a property with an assessed value of $100,000 and a rate of 4.551 mils, you would take that $100,000, multiply it by 0.004551, which gives you $455.10. Please note the following. 4.551 mils is equivalent to a millage of 0.004551. This is comparable to expressing percentage as a whole number or as a decimal. So in this case of millage, the decimal is moved 3 places to the left instead of 2 because it's per 1,000 and not 100. Just so you know, the absolute last day to pay your Chester County taxes are December 31st of the current year. You can elect to have this tax be escrowed into your monthly mortgage payment, or you can pay it on your own. And I would definitely highly recommend having it escrowed into your monthly mortgage payment just so you don't forget. Now let's move on from county taxes and switch focus to school taxes. In Chester County, no one school tax rate is the same as the other districts. Each school tax is based on the particular school's budget. So every year, the Board of Education, they'll get together, have their meeting, set their yearly budget for the year, and then that's how they base the tax rate. Now let's look at a real life example. Take Westchester School District, which consists of 10 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, and 3 high schools. The annual millage rate for Westchester School District is 22.0604. Just like our previous example for county tax, the school tax amount due on each parcel is calculated by multiplying the assessed value of that property, whatever property, by the millage rate. The following is an example of this. If you have a property that has an assessed value, let's say at $250,000, you would multiply that by the millage rate of 0.0220604, which gives you $5,515.10. The school tax rate in Chester County will always be the highest of the 3 taxes that you pay. The school taxes are also due on December 31st of the current year, but they are based off of a different schedule, which is from July to June of the next year. And the third tax rate that we will focus on that makes up your annual tax payment is your township tax. Just like the school tax rate, the township tax rate is based off of the yearly budget of the said township. Each township is going to have a different rate too, so depending on where you live throughout the county, it could be higher or lower. It just, again, depends on what specific township you live in. The township tax rate is calculated the same way that a county and the school taxes are, which is based off of the home's assessed value, and then you multiply it again by the millage rate, and you have your yearly township tax payment. The township taxes are also due on December 31st of the current year, but they are based off of a different schedule, which is from July of the current year to June of the next year. Next up, we have the earned income tax. And I know at this point, you're probably thinking, dude, do I ever stop paying taxes? Well, the answer is no. But just hang on with me because you'll see the benefit of paying taxes. Our next tax we're talking about is the earned income. Generally, the earned income tax rate is low. It's around 1% and it gets divided up between the township and the school district. So this means based off of how much money you make, you have to pay an earned income tax of 1% or whatever it is per the township that you live in. So just to give you a real life example, I currently live in Downingtown Borough and our earned income tax rate is about 1%, which isn't that bad overall. So now let's talk about property assessments. It is the responsibility of the county assessment office to place a value on each parcel of land and any improvement or structures such as a house or other kind of structures that could be on a property. Assessments are derived by assessors who are state certified under Pennsylvania law. Under Pennsylvania statute, property taxes are the primary source of revenue for county and municipal governments and school districts. Property taxes, which are calculated using property assessments, fund critical services including public safety, fire station, police station, and the ambulance, public education, corrections, the court system, public health programs, and human service programs. So all of the money that you pay in taxes for living in Chester County goes to fund what I just mentioned. Now remember, the tax rates throughout the county are different, but Chester County is one of the highest in the state of Pennsylvania, but it offers so much more in terms of public education, safety, healthcare programs, and the like. It's important to remember that because you get what you pay for. So if you need any more information about taxes in Chester County, when to pay them, where to pay them, or just about living in the Chester County area, then make sure you do me a favor and text me anytime at 484-999-0218. Look forward to speaking with you soon and have a great day. Take care.